like and subscribe. Shout out to Al Profit in Detroit. Let's go.
Lined up against the wall, guns in your face. A $3 million bill is due and your partner is in the wind. Oh, and your partner is your brother. Now is this why Big Meech and Southwest T fell out? Now Bleu DaVinci
Hold up. See, with all this stuff going on with 50 and Ross and Meech and them, I started to wonder, being around in the 90s, these guys were big, 90s in the 2000s rather. And it's like, I'm so shocked to see that they're coming out having to get next to people for a come up. It's shocking to me. So clearly there was no financial planning prior and during the process. I mean, obviously they seize funds and they seize assets when you get locked up for that much money, because I think these guys are pushing like billions of dollars. But it seems like that family, there was a fraction of loyalty within the family from jump in the house, literally within the household. And so it's really not surprising with the shit that's going on.
recently was telling a story along these lines, and I might have heard a rumor about this some time ago, perhaps.
He got this complex, like, he feel like, I don't know if he's trying to be the older brother, something he could never be, but what?
We pick up our story in the mid to late 90s. The exact place, I think, was Gardena, California, a solid suburb next to Compton. Where
this book right here. So, read it before 50 did the show and everything, and the show was interesting also. If you watch the show, the dude, Cuffy, he was played by the dude in The Wire. One of the best shows ever. Watch the show, man. It's real interesting. You could kind of see the fracture in their relationship, how, funny it was, in the show. But Bleu DaVinci, man, he's a real smart dude, man. Bleu DaVinci is one of those guys that feels they didn't get enough credit for a lot of shit he did. He actually gave them the idea of doing the record label as a way to transition from the streets to going into the music industry. But they was just doing crazy shit like putting billboards up in Atlanta. It's like you're major drug traffickers and you're putting a billboard up on a highway. Let's go.
Meech had his first California HQ. This is where Bull and Blue met Big Meech by selling them high-grade Cali Chronic. One day, the Mexicans arrive unexpectedly at the trap. Not the nice Mexicans, not the ones who drop off the bag. These are the ones who barely speak Spanish, much less English. They just want the paper. They tell Meech that his brother Terry is gone, and so is the work they jointly took on consignment. But the ticket is still due and owing in full.
He just started playing games, trying to make me out to be the bad guy, you know what I'm saying? So that was some of the things that
J-Bo.
threw us apart.
But T and his crew are gone. The Mexicans can't find them, and now they're holding Meech's side responsible.
They didn't come in Gardena. That was in Plano, Texas. I don't know. Yeah, that was in Texas. They was coming to get their money, and their money was gone. And
Again, shout out Al Profit in Detroit. Check that Al Profit channel out. Gotta show love. Gotta show respect to the content. Shout out Al Profit.
What was like? Oh, I could get them years. Near the end, it was like all three. Oh, it was right before the end.
Fair use, fair use.
Yeah, it was before. Not way before the end, because when that happened, they separated. Now Tina wasn't in that pot with us no more. It was just all us, and that's what we go crazy. So what happened? I don't know what happened. I was sleeping. We woke up in the morning, and the money was gone, and the cartel was there. Nigga finna kill us. And yeah, and it was gone. And it was clear to give to them when they came to pick it up. I don't know, man. That ain't none of my business. I wasn't the boss of that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, is that amount of money they came for, and I had to stand on the wall execution style with the other brothers. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, it was real. So that's why when Southwest T come home and they're hitting me like, hey, bro, you ain't out of that T? You ain't where?
See this property on Craigslist for $4,300
See that shit?
a month? Well,
Imagine that. The dude comes home And you can't holler at him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the crap the dude did. It's crazy.
I forgive and forget, all right? Don't
Super
kill him.
crazy.
Great, we all gonna live in this earth. We'll be able to coexist on earth. That's my forgive and forget. I'm not gonna be calling and talking to these to go and kick with them and go through the movie with them and all that. Cold snakes. They did it then, they gonna do it again. He did it to his own brother. Or then people could have just came in there and did.
Heard that? He did it to his own brother. You know what I'm saying? And his son is showing some weird traits also. The fact that he's already in Queens with slow bucks, that's insane. But that's a whole different story. Shout out to Zodo.
You know how you be seeing them video with the mafia be doing to people? That's for real. So we could have just been a group that got done like that and would have been looking at us. Expected BMF niggas chainsawed in half with AK-47s by mafia men. Don't know why everybody gets it all. They probably stole something. Yep, they did steal something, but they ain't the ones that stole it. See, it's one of them kind of things. And I'm like, hold on, bro, that ain't the type of that I take lightly, nigga. East Side Creek, LA, nigga, you steal something from me, I'm mad. If you steal something that get me killed, I'm lying, bro. What the?
Now, the Flannery brothers were still a team at this point. But with Terry, and remember, this is one side of the story, of course, gone. The $3 million, according to Bleu DaVinci, had to be paid, or bodies were going to start dropping right then and there. Once again, Demetrius Big Meech Flannery used his most valuable trait, his verbal skills. He was able to save everybody by convincing the bill collectors to put the guns down, and he would work the tab off.
Yo, his son did a great job on the show portraying him. The acting, kid was doing a real good job on the show portraying his dad.
And slowly but surely he did. So, you know, if you owe X dollars per brick, you just turn in a couple extra thousand for each brick, and, you know, after you sell a 300, 400, 500 of them, you know, you pay off $1 million tab. So, to pay off a $3 million tab, maybe they had to sell 1,000 or 1,500 extra bricks they didn't make any money off of, but they could have did that in a month or two.
You hear that? A month or two to pay off a $3 million tab, which in this case was just a fucking unforeseen expense because Southwest T, his brother, ran off on the plug. Super slimy. Let's go.
There's another situation that Big Meech had to be upset about with his brother. He claims that T...
He would take 100 bricks and make an extra 20 bricks out of it. He got to break everything down, repress it, put it back together. I never done that. He done went about the work with my money and his money, and then he repressed my brick.
Terry was copping for both of them.
Stepping on the stairs.
South, and Terry was taking the bricks and taking 200 grams out of each one before he passed them on. So we buy 500 bricks. Meech got 250 coming. He's going to take 250 times 200. So if Meech has 250 bricks coming, Terry's going to cut out 50 free bricks for himself.
50 free bricks for himself. Super slimy.
According to the federal indictment, Southwest T was possibly talking about putting a hit out on Big Meech for making all of them hot with his BMF billboards and his antics in Atlanta, but it was T who's all over the wiretaps.
Man, I'm trying to get everything together before next month kick in, man. I was just coming up with a plan, but I need you. I'll quit doing what you want to do what I tell you to do. Yes, sir. Yeah, Chuck, let me get off the phone. You're on the wrong phone. I touch you quick crop.
Hear that sarcasm? Hear that sarcasm? Yes, sir. And then what Meech saying? Get off that phone. Keep telling you about that phone. Dudes wasn't listening.
All that's in the past because now, Meech's son just did an Instagram thing where he put a BMF chain on his Uncle Terry. Terry is living in the home with the mother. And hopefully it'll all be in the past. And maybe the Flannery brothers who once cast a spell, not just on the streets of a city or a state, but on the whole country, are just making sure we're entertained by the greatest show on earth.
He didn't want to do stomping ground entertainment no more. He wanted to do R&B shit in LA. Meech wanted to do rap shit in Atlanta. That's what segregated them two niggas, for real, for real. They was on two separate times and two separate points in their life. Meech was like a young nigga. He was the older one. He was the rowdy young nigga, hip-hop nigga, and T was the more of, oh man, we living in Beverly Hills, hiding, the only nigga that's illegal living in Beverly Hills, like these people don't know. Fuck out of here. Like, nigga, you the only fucking drug dealer living in Beverly Hills. These people been over here, nigga, since Beverly Hills was built. You think these white people don't know who their neighbors and shit is, nigga? And if you ain't got no big contract and you ain't Puffy or one of these niggas, and you ain't no big businessman in this city that's making millions of dollars and they all gonna know who you is when you move into the city because the shakers and movers that's legal know who they is. Come on, nigga, you sticking out like a sore thumb over there. I could have told you that. Now, at least Meech nigga was smart enough to go out to the valley and shit where you can kind of mend in and blend in with the shit, and then they don't know. Nigga in Beverly Hills, yo ass.
No, hold up. Shout out Bleu DaVinci. Bleu DaVinci, he can rap, man. Bleu DaVinci kind of nice. He got a song with Fabulous called The Streets. The Streets is Hot. They shot it in New York. They shot it in Brooklyn, right? The Streets is Hot. What was crazy about that video was when BMF came, them dudes came to New York heavy. It was 5 Bentleys, something crazy like that. They came stunting so hard, they made the rapper dudes look like the workers. You know what I'm saying? Because they were living that life. That was a dope. So, it was Jeezy, Blue, and Fabulous. The Streets is Hot. Dope song.
This is out there, nigga. They don't fuck with niggas like that over there, boy, especially rich ones. So while he wanted to do that and we wanted to do this, it was a segregation. The segregation made Stomping Ground Entertainment go defunct. That's why that TV show ain't called Stomping Ground Entertainment. That's why it's called BMF. It came a time where Southwest T did not want to claim BMF no more. Okay? At this time, how the crews were, they were basically segregated. Basically the Detroit people were with Southwest T, and all of the new niggas that came with Blue, and then you add Throwback to that because that came through Meech's baby mama and out here in Florida. So he was already with Meech. Meech fucked with him on his own. But me, Bull, Baby Blue, Big Cuz, all the rest of these niggas that's with Meech came with me. All right? When that happened, there was a segregation between us. Like, I felt personally like T didn't like that shit. Like, me and Meech got too close, and that's his brother. And they supposed to be doing everything together. But
Petty shit is usually what fucks shit up. Petty shit. Yeah, that's about it, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you taking your time. Yo.